This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so the first question is, what is Jenkins? Okay, so if you ask anyone, Google it, then everyone will say, hey, Jenkins, okay, it's a CI tool. What is a CI tool? CI means continuous integration. So now next question I'm having in what is CI? So continuous integration, that's we all know, nothing great about it. Okay, but what exactly is CI? That is not, see, this is a full form. It's not a definition of CI, correct? So what is a CI? So CI stand for automated build, okay, plus automated testing. Remember, it's all automated. There's no manual activities. So all the build and testing, and then getting the immediate feedback. Immediate feedback. Now I'll put it in this way: CI allows you to fail, but even whatever the build failure or success, test failure or success, I should know. I mean, team should know immediately. Why we need immediately? So we can see if there is a problem in the build 10 o'clock, and if you tell me 10:01, I can fix it immediately. If you tell me evening, I'll go home, I will not be able to fix it till tomorrow morning. So immediate feedback is important concept. Automated build, automated test, immediate feedback. So this CI typically we set up in the pre-production environment. So now let me put it a little bit of elaboration for it. So here what we do the planning, correct? After that we do the coding. After that we do the analysis. After analysis, what we do? After that we do the build. After the building, what we do? Unit testing. After the unit testing, what we do? Packaging. After that, what we do? Archiving the software packages and then deploy to QA environment. After that, acceptance testing, and after that, CC code coverage. So these are the things which we do. Okay, so these are the things we do in the pre-production. Okay, now if you look at the teams which is involved, which is a Jira, Git, Sonar, Maven, UT, Maven, and Jira, Git, Sonar, Maven, team is JUnit. Yeah, packaging, jar, var, exe, whatever it is, and archiving, Artifactory. Okay, deployment to QA, Selenium. Say deployment you can do to the Ansible, and then Selenium, and then Jacobo. Okay, so Jira, see different tool set we have. So these are the phases of the SDLC cycle. These are the what you say tool set. These are the phases. These are the tool set. Now let me see that how many teams are working on it. So here if you see at a high level, architects are working, here development team are working, here we build and release team are working, here somewhere QA team will working, and here release managers will working somewhere here. So here you see that in SDLC cycle we do typically this one. These are the tools which we have. By the way, tools may be differ. You have a tools may be differ, and then these are the phases. So these are the stuff. So now the question is how to integrate. Okay, so remember that we are learning CI. It's a continuous integration. So how to integrate? So here what I'm trying to say is very simple logic though. Okay, so in CI all you need to do is integration. That means if you look at this here, so here how to integrate planning with the coding, how to integrate this, because these are the things we have to do as part of the software development process. But the earlier thing which was missing was integration. So these phases are not integrated. These tools are not integrated. These tools are not integrated. Okay. And then these other teams need to be integrated. Remember, in order to become a DevOps team, we'll have to work together. Correct now? All of you? So the question is how to integrate, and that is where the Jenkins is coming in the picture. Jenkins is coming into the picture because of integration challenges what we have. So Jenkins will integrate Jira also, Git also, SonarQube also, and all the tools. And that way, when integration is available, architect team also can use Jenkins, development also can use Jenkins, BR team also, QA people also, release people also. And this phase automatically got integrations. Okay, so now you understand that why we call it Jenkins as an integration tool, because Jenkins can integrate everything. Are you understanding, all of you? Yeah. So some of the primary feature which we have in the Jenkins, which is integration. That's the most important feature which we have. So Jenkins can integrate with everything. Now another feature which we have is scheduling. Scheduling means any work which you have, like analysis work you have, build work you have, UT work you have, packing work you have, archiving work you have, any work which we have, integrations and scheduling. Okay, so this is the something which we have it. Now another feature which we have is feedback. Remember I said here CI means automated build. This is automating the build till here, and then testing, automating the testing here. So this is the testing process. So automated build, automated testing, and then feedback. So you should have a feedback also, right? So this is something which we do that. So Jenkins will provide you an interface, web-based interface. Sorry. So you can integrate all the tools, you can schedule in many ways, and you can provide the feedback in a different way. So that is the reason we call it Jenkins as a CI tool. All of you are understanding this?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yes.
Okay, so now this is developed in Java. So now the moment I say Java, that means you know many things. You know that Jenkins is a platform independent. That means Java is a platform independent. So any software which is developed using Java is platform independent. So you can install in the Windows, Linux, Mac, wherever you want. So you need a GRE or Java JDK to run this software. Now this is the release which we have, multiple release we have. One is Jenkins, another one is Jenkins X, Jenkins X, another one we have a Blue Ocean, and another we have Jenkins Enterprise, Jenkins Enterprise. So these are the things which we have. Okay, so Jenkins. Now here, this is the one I'm teaching you. This is open source, free, and community driven. Now this is also open source, free, community driven, but actually for container world. Actually this is for the container world. Now this one is basically also, you can say, operating free, but for pipeline, for dedicated pipeline. Okay, and here this is a paid version by Cloudbees. Okay, so this is the only, you have a dedicated support for it. So these are the versions. The one which I'm teaching you in this session is this one. By the way, if you know this one, then learning this and this is very easy. There's no much difficulties, but this is little different because this is for the container base. So for that you need to know Docker, Kubernetes concept. Okay, so these are the features, these are the release we have. The version, if I remember, we have a 2.x. Again, we'll validate. Okay, so this is the little introduction about Jenkins. Earlier, we used to call it this one Hudson. I think 10 years before something. So now we are calling Jenkins only. So any questions on the what is part? What is Jenkins? All of you? Okay, so now let's say if you don't like Jenkins, then what are the tools you might use it? So you may use TeamCity from JetBrains. You may use Bamboo from Atlassian. You may be using TeamCity. You may also Circle CI. So many tools we can use it. Okay. So this is the things. Okay, so now next question is how to install Jenkins. How to install Jenkins. How to install Jenkins. So I'm creating one box for all of us. So I'll use the same one. So this is CentOS 7. Okay. So how do we install it? So let me show you here. Just type Jenkins download. Okay. And here if you go and you see that the latest version which we have is 2.3 and somewhere. So you can run it through the container also, Docker run or blah blah blah. You can run in Ubuntu also. You can run in Red Hat also, Windows also. And basically Java is a cross-platform. So multiple packages, different kind of packages you have, whichever you are comfortable with it, you can go ahead. So right now I'm going for CentOS 7. So instruction is very simple though. You will not find difficulties for installing at least. Now here I have written one blog, Jenkins installation. So here this tutorial will help you. So this tutorial will help you. So what are the requirements, Java and blah blah blah, and then after that. So you can check this one offline and get it. Now, how do we install the Java? So Java installations I have in this tutorial itself. So it's a CentOS 7, right? So this is the this is the one. So log into the server with the key. I have a key, Rajesh Moore PPK, and accept it. Now I'll just improve this view. Okay, so here this is the stuff. Okay, so now so now let's get started installing the Java. Okay, so Java installed. I installed the Java JDK. Now you can follow this tutorial, this one, and you'll be able to get this installation done. Now I'm following in front of you the latest documents, so you will also not get lost here. So these are the commands. Same commands are copied here also. So it's up to you. So run this copy paste. There's a copy issues. Wget is not there, so sudo sudo yum. Sudo is not required by the way because it's anyways root. So and installing the done. Okay, after that installing is done, this command. Now this start stop command is not there. That is the reason. So I ask you to refer my documents. So here if you see that here you have a installation command, and after that you have a start stop command. So where exactly that is? I'm trying to locate this. Systemctl firewall. These are the firewall commands. So those who are newbie in Linux, you have to work with it. And can't find it easily. Probably I need to update this command. So here systemctl start Jenkins. Okay. So when you want to start the Jenkins, you run the start command, stop the Jenkins stop command, restart command, and like that. So this is the command which you have. Now by default Jenkins run on the port number 8080. So if you see that here 8080 for the Docker container, and you see the URL also here, follow my cursor. So 8080. So the latest version of Jenkins is taking a little more time actually. Okay, so that is the things. So now if you want to see the status active, now how do I do that actually, this check? So I do through this one also here. Now you can see the path where it has been installed or not. So that is how you can trace that. So Jenkins installed, and now it's running on 8080 ports. Can I go and access it? Mind it, I have disabled the firewall. Okay, so please understand this. So firewall. Now here it says if you are the owner of this Jenkins installation, there's one file, secret file in this location. Can you please go and tell me? So here I just grab this and done. Now one thing actually I must tell you here, Jenkins is developed using plugins concept. So what is a plugins? Anyone have idea what is a plugins?
Uh, it is like a software which is able to run the required stuff,
Hmm.
such as shell scripting or
Hmm.
else any UI based. It is like
Yeah,
an alternative for the scripting.
yeah, yeah.
Basically, it's extension of some functionality, right?
Yeah. So see, nowadays this concept you have to understand a lot. Plugins, sometimes you call it component, sometimes you call it a module, sometimes call it extension. Okay. So these are the concept coming. So nowadays, what happens? No one is developing a software with every feature. It's not possible actually. So what they do, they say, hey, if you want to develop more features in future, so let's do one thing. Let's create architecture in a certain way, like anything can be enabled, or any feature can be enabled, or any feature can be disabled. That is what it happens in the browser also. You might have seen it, and the software also. So add-on, sometimes add-ons we can call it. So if you want to extend the feature of Jenkins, I mean any tools, then you have to install plugin. If you don't like that feature, uninstall it or disable it, whatever it is. So plugin is nothing but a feature for the tools. So you see that plugins in every plugin concepts are everywhere actually, everywhere, everywhere. So now in Jenkins also, most of the features, means I would say any features you see, it's powered by plugins. So Jenkins develop a core, and on top of it, they have a plugin features which you want to disable, enable, whatever you want to do. So now here is saying Jenkins is asking us, do you want to install the plugins, which you know that second option. The first option they say, okay, I'll give you some plugins which you can install and get started with it. So I'll go for the first option because we are learning actually, and these are the plugins which is uh, suggested by Jenkins, which is getting installed. So just wait for a few seconds and it should be done.
So Rajesh, you click the first option, right?
That's correct. First option, because uh, they will create the uh, they will install the all the plugins required one actually.
We can say the default ones.
Default one, yeah, suggested one, yeah.
Okay.
We can install the plugins also based on demands. So I'll talk about the plugins in few minutes. Just let us get installed.
Rajesh, your laptop battery is less.
Okay, thanks for noticing. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll just add my battery.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Okay, so now you see that the installation is of all the plugins is done. Why I opted for cloud today, not in the VMs? I'll tell you the reason. In the cloud, you have a flawless internet without interruptions. So sometime in the, let's say you're running in the desktop, then sometime what will happen, the plugins failures might come. Sometime depends on your what kind of internet you're using. So in that case, if the plugin installation is failed, not to worry about it, because you can install again from the backend. So that is the things. So Rajesh 123, Rajesh 123, Rajesh Kumar. So an email address DevOps@rajeshkumar.xyz. Save and continue. And this is the DNS entry which you can make it. Not required right now because I don't have a DNS. Okay, so this is the Jenkins now. Any questions so far, all of you?
No, Rajesh.
Yeah. Okay, so now what to do? What to do? So now if you see that little bit, get comfortable with it UI, nothing difficult here. So see here. So here item and job and project basically is a more or less same actually. Okay, item more or less same. So don't get confused in Jenkins. Okay, so here you see the teams, any build you do, build history, you can see admin options, you can see all this here, all the administration work. That means adding user, their access, adding nodes and all stuff like that. And here adding a nodes, you have agent. This you can add some server also, you can add cloud, means EC2 instance also, it can be container also. So and here see you can configure the AWS, Azure and all stuff like that. So it's a very simple thing. So this is the installation. Now let's talk about the architecture. Now any topics guys, again please search here. So a lot of materials you already have it. So anything which you have, you can search for this place. So Jenkins architecture, see here how Jenkins works, Jenkins architecture explained. So all these materials you get it anyways. So now let's talk about the Jenkins architecture. So here what happens in the Jenkins architecture, this is the machine which I set up, and here we have a Jenkins. Now you know what, Jenkins is divided into two parts. One is web and one is node agent, you can call it. Okay, agent. So this we are the human being, right? So we are accessing the web part, 8080 part, which is this one. Okay, and we configured all the jobs means jobs for analysis, job for coding, building, job for unit testing, job for packaging, job for archiving, job for deployment to QA, job for acceptance testing. All these jobs we set up, and then we put the integrations in place. Okay, so I'll show you that one, and scheduling and also I'll show you. So here we have an agent. So you configure the job here, and then you configure the job here, and then so here, and the build is happening in this agent. So right now it's the same machine acting like a server, also web server, and then agent also. Where, let me show you. So go to the manage Jenkins, and here you see where is the agent? Here it is. Manage agent, manage nodes and cloud. See built-in node. This one I was talking about. So for time being, whatever you do in the web server, it will run here in the same server basically. But sometime what will happen, you want to increase the capacity. That means this node cannot handle all the build, UT, packaging, multiple parallel build, tens of build parallelly. It cannot handle. So in that case, you can add a more agent actually. This you can add a more agent. So this more capability you get it. That means you configure the job here, and that executions will happen in this server. By the way, this can be container also. Okay, so this can be container also. So this can be VM, this can be VM, this can be container. You can also connect to the AWS also. So when you connect to AWS, so that means Jenkins will create a EC2 instance, do the build inside that, and then once the build is over, they will destroy the EC2 instance also. So these are all things you can do that. Right now I will focus more on this one and this one, and get going. So did you understand all the architecture and stuff like that, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay, so now I'll tell you after the architecture, I'll tell you the one of the secret formula. Okay, so secret formula I'm sharing with you only, and don't share with anyone. Just kidding. Okay, so what is a formula? So secret formula is actually, you know what, in Jenkins everything is optional. Everything means you'll say, I need a process, I need a flow, someone should teach me. No one going to teach you. In Jenkins everything is optional. There's no required, like if you go to the Bamboo and Team City, they'll give you the widget, do this and finish. No, it's not like Jenkins is not like that. You have to build your own logic actually. Okay, so everything is optional. So for that case, you have to follow this formula. Now let me see if I have documented that one or not. So Jenkins workflow. Okay, so not able to locate that. Yeah, so not to worry. So now I am not feeling to write. Okay, so I'll just copy paste. Just give me 2 seconds. So this formula is very simple questions actually, nothing to drag about it, but just a few simple questions which will help you. Now the question, what is a simple question? So the question is just a second. So I should have created a blog for it, but not able to. I always forget actually. So this is the simple question. So anyone who asks you to set up a job, or maybe you are also going and setting up a job, then you should ask this question. Don't jump to the Jenkins. Don't jump and start creating anything. Have a logic into that. So first of all, you should ask a question to him or yourself. What is your technology which you are trying to create a job? So technology means Java, .NET, Python, Ruby. So why we need this information? Because you need this one, because this place Java or .NET or C++ has to be installed. Are you getting my points, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah, so that prerequisite environment, if you don't have it, then how can you or do the build or testing or something. So technology you have to ask, have a checklist for it. So you have to ask also which version of Java or .NET or Python need to be installed in your build server. Now next question you should ask, okay, where is your code? Where is your code? Whether it's in code in Git or Perf. Nowadays no one is being used. I mean only Git is being used. So I think you have a very limited complexity here. So earlier when I used to work, we had a series also, SVN also, Perf also, ClearCase also, some projects, and then SVN also. So my time it was like very complicated. Now it's become, life has become easier. So where is your code? Where's in Git? Which version of Git and need to be installed in a build server? You have to ask a URL for it, access for it. So the source code also you need to get it. Now source code can be anything, by the way. The source code means it's not like only Java code. It can be your configuration file also. It can be your test cases also. It can be your Terraform code also. It can be your Helm packages also. Source code can be literally anything, okay, which you want to execute. So here the technology we decide and then we have to install it, then source code. Now what is your builder? The concept of builder for me is very simple. Builder means the master script. See, you're not going to run 10, 20, 30, 40 scripts. There should be one script, right? So which will execute and rest of the things will be done. For example, there'll be one script, I'll call it analysis should be done. There'll be analysis should be done. There's one script which I'll call it build should be done. There's one script I'll call it with one command and UT should be done. Packaging should be done. Archiving should be done. Deployment should be done. And all these things should be master script for it. The concept which we call it a builder. So builder means it can be popular builder if you talk about it for automation. That means Maven, Gradle, and MS Build. It can be Python also. It can be Bash script also. It can be Shell script also. It can be literally anything. The master script. Are you understanding the concept of it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to select, okay, what is your builder? So today in this session, I'll use another popular builder, Maven. Okay. Now then you have to decide, okay, you want to do this build, but how often you want. This is called scheduling capability. See here I talked about it, no, scheduling capability in Jenkins. So in Jenkins we have so many different types of scheduling. I'll discuss about it, all this stuff, but one by one. And then here feedback. Remember that feedback, this is the last feature. So feedback, how do you want to deliver the feedback? You can send an email, you can send a chat, you can send the pager, you can send SMS. A lot of plugins are there for that, each and everything. So email will be easier for us. So these are the basic questions you have to ask, and once you have these basic questions answered, then only you come to the Jenkins. So are you comfortable with these questions, all of you?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So in that case, I need first of all technology, Java, code. I need in Git. So let me get a sample code. So I have a sample code for each and every scenarios, but you'll have to little bit spend time with this, my resources. So here, this is the repository I can use it. Hello world Java Maven. So if you see that here, there's just two source code inside that. Okay, and this is a pom.xml. Now those who are not knowing about the Maven, Gradle, this, that, and all, don't worry about that. Just take it in a simple way, master script. I don't complicate my mind. You should also not complicate. So and we have Maven, we have Gradle, we have spelling mistake. We have MS Build, we have. So these are the popular builders we have. So and typically the file name will be build.xml. Okay, it can be changed also if you customize. In the Maven is a pom.xml. I think here build.gradle. Okay, this is the file, and here this is pom.xml. Okay, and then here default.msbuild or something like that. So different files which we have and builders. So here pom.xml is there, that is more than sufficient. Okay, and this is source code. Okay, so now this is the source code. I have it in my project. My builder is Maven. My Maven command, I'm telling you Maven build, Maven not build, Maven compile, Maven test, and Maven what package, something like that. So these are the three things I'm doing right now. So here, so build means compile, test, packaging. These are the three phases which I'm trying to show you. So yes, this is the things. So Maven compile, Maven test, Maven package. So this is the builder. I got to know. This is the source code. I got to know. Do I have a Java installed in my machines? Let me check. Yeah, Java installed. Java. Okay, sorry. Compilation, you need a Java. Mind it. Okay, install. Now Git is installed. Git is not installed. So let me install it. Yum install Git. So Git installed. URL and I got it. Builder I'll talk about a little bit later. Daily and feedback. Clear, all of you so far?
Yes.
All of you. Okay. So now, if you see that here, first I'll do one thing. I'll have a proper plan for it. So proper plan for what? So my project name is DevOps School. So and here this Jenkins can be used by the multiple other projects also. So I'll create a folder first. So new item, and here you have so many things: freestyle project, pipeline, folder, multiple things. Don't get lost. Don't try to learn everything at one time, one by one. Okay. So I came for the folder, so I'll select folder. But most of the time, this freestyle project will work for you. I'll show you. I'll talk about the pipeline also, but not now. Later. So let's create a folder, and the folder name is DevOps School. Created. Now save it. I just said no. Everything is optional. Okay, everything is optional. So here, this is a Jenkins and this is the DevOps. Got it? So now I'll create. You can create a more folder also. It's up to you. So I created a folder and I will create a job inside this folder. So now I'll little bit more planning. I'll do that. So this is the tab which is called all. We call it a view in Jenkins. You can call it tab also. No need to complicate. So here this, if you want to modify, customize it, you can configure it this folder and do that. You can customize the view also. So let's all view is there. Let me call it a dev team. Okay, I'm creating a plan. Okay, and what type of you want to see? So list view is okay, and save it. I'm not dev. I'm not complicating. Queue. Save it and production. See that you can use the planning. So see, this planning is in your mind. No one can teach you how to put it and also. So here all jobs will be here. Development job you can have it here. Production job you can have it here, and queue you can have it here. Simple. So this is the way I created for my project. I'll go start with the development. Okay. So now new item. New item. What is the name of this? So I decided I'll keep it the build. Freestyle projects. So till you have no customizations and specialization, go with the freestyle projects. Everything you will get everything over there. Okay, so now you have a freestyle projects. Now guys, here I just said no, you have so many options. By the way, you know what? Where is that? Okay, so one thing to notice. Okay, thing to notice, and that is earlier version of Jenkins. Do you see all this option left side, all of you? This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the earlier version of Jenkins, you'll be having like this tab. Okay. Okay. This will be in a tab fashion. So here will be one, here will be one, here will be one, here will be one. Okay. But this version which I have installed just now, they have put it in the left. So don't get confused, because if you are using earlier version, then you'll say Rajesh showed me something else. I'm seeing something else. No, it's the same interface. I also saw first time only, by the way. So they move to the left side. The rest of the thing logic will work. If you are referring to my previous videos also, you don't have to change anything. I think it's just the UI change. Okay. So now here, this thing you have in a proper flow. So here some general settings you do that. Source code management you do that here. Build triggers means schedule the build condition, you can set it up here. Environment if needed here, and build step here you call the builder. This is important. This is the most important. This is the real work will happen here. Builder. Means you can call the builder build, test, packaging, deployment. You can call Ansible, Docker, Compose, Helm package, anything you can call here. And the post build action means after this build, what you want to do. Post build means feedback, email or something. Okay, or you want to trigger some other jobs also. So many things you can do that. So this is in flow. Are you comfortable with this flow, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, Rajesh.
So one more thing, I said very simple way, everything is optional. So don't tell me like I need a direction widget or something like that. I said everything is optional. So you just save it, build is created, I mean job is created, nothing is there. It's an empty job, but it's created. So everything is optional. So your logic is important here in Jenkins. Okay, your logic, your self logic, that's the reason this all explanation I'm doing, so you can build the logic, what kind of job you want in the job, what kind of builder, what you should see, so you can see. So it's important. So let me go and edit this configure again. Now so here I'll not touch the general settings. Okay, I'll leave it. After that, source code management, I have a git. Okay, what is a repository? So this is the repository and save it. Credential I don't need, open source, I mean open repository. So that is done. Lots of customization are there. I am not getting into it. Okay. Once you have a customization, you will do that. Build triggers. How frequently you want the build trigger? So here so many options are there. Don't get lost. Focus on the discussion. I want a daily. So which one can help me? So guys, one thing important. Any field if you don't understand, don't go to Google. It's a waste of time. Okay, don't go to the Google in this case. It's a waste of time. Just click on this one. You'll have a nice updated notes and stuff like that. Are you understanding, all of you? Every fields will have a question marks. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So here by looking at it only, I need this one, but I don't know what to keep it here. So this is a cron job. I don't know. So I'll click on question mark. And here you see cron tutorials are there, some examples are there, some shortcuts are there. I'll use shortcuts like this hourly. Done. Okay, so now after that disable this and done. So after this, see here, this is done. Code is I just configured. Builder I'm not doing it right now. This is done. And feedback. So builder is here. And if you see that here, all the builders are there. Windows builders are there. Shell is there. Ant is there. Gradle is there. Maven is there. So now you'll say, Rajesh, MS build is not there. So what to do? Any idea?
Plugin.
Yeah.
Plugin.
Install plugin.
Yeah. So this option is coming because I initially, while starting that Jenkins, I started the plugins. So right now those things are not there. Not to worry. You can install the plugins again. Okay. So don't worry about that. And post build action, you can do a lot of things. Email sending or build other projects and stuff like that. You can do that. So right now I'm not setting up the build step and post build action, saving it, and I want to run it. Okay. So the moment you do the build now, see the build now is one is running. Remember that I am running in the same node because and success. Can I see the logs? See that logs here. Look at this. All this you observe. I don't think so you'll get stuck here, but logs are here. See here. And read this, at least this line where that work locations are there. For this particular job, build job, that is a location where the source code will be downloaded. You can, because I have access to the server, so I can go and immediately show you. See here, this same file which I had in Jenkins. So you got it. Can I see through the browser? Maybe you don't have access. Yes, you can go to the workspace here, workspace, and you can see that browse this file. Here you can see this file, let's say form.xml, right? Here it is. So like this, it's an interface, good interface. Spend some time, have a little bit of peace of mind, patience, and click on it and you'll get it. That's not a problem. Okay, so now again I go and edit this here and configuring. Now I'm configuring the build. So I'll just directly go to the build steps here, and here I'll say Maven. Now I'll understand that. Let me tell you here, very simple way. Why I have opted for Jenkins now after a few sessions, because Jenkins is a tools which require you to understanding many of the stuff. Because remember, you are doing integration, right? So during the integration, you should know many other tools actually. If you don't know, then it's very difficult to work with Jenkins, because Jenkins is a blind tool. Blind tool. Okay. So here Jenkins, you have a build steps and goal. What is a goal? So I have a goal listed already. I know Maven, so compile. Okay, and save it. Okay. Next one also I'll feed this post build action, sending an email to where? So DevOps @ Rajesh Kumar.xyz. I'll get a email on this and save it. Done. So now build now. Build number 2 is happening here. Now it's got failed. Look at this here. Console output. Anyone have idea what is the reason for failure? Look at this and do let me know. Just first read this. Don't rush. Read, observe, and then tell.
There is no Maven.
Command should be ambient compile. No,
There
you
is
have
no.
mentioned file.
There is no file.
I'll
Yes,
give you 2 minutes.
Maven is not installed in Node.
Yeah. So Maven is not installed. So what to do? So guys, there is a problem with me here. I am the CI guys who's setting up the job, and you know what? I have a multiple teams here. So multiple teams. So someone is saying, Rajesh, I need a Maven 1, which hardly anyone will ask me, by the way. I'm just giving you scenario. Someone will ask me, I need a Maven 2. Someone will ask me, I need a Maven 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. So different people is asking different version of Maven. So the problem here is when I install at the system level, I can maximum install only one version, no? Correct now? What do you think? Correct now? All of you?
Yes.
So how do we deal with this scenario? How do we, because at the system level, if I install it, I'll install either 1 or 2 or 3 or something, some specific one, just like Git and Java, you see. So how do we entertain this? That is where the Jenkins is helping you. So Jenkins is having some features which I want you to read this. So guys, don't rush. Don't rush. I want you to read that at least. Only reading part yourself. Only this part. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes for it. Okay, so understood that. So let me ask you one question now. Think and tell me, don't rush. If I want to set the multiple Maven or multiple Java or multiple Git or multiple Python or multiple X number of tools, which option I should go?
Manage plugins.
Global tool.
Global tool configuration.
This is the right answer. If I want to add more features to Jenkins, where I should go?
Manage plugins.
Agreed.
If I want to, change some of the default Jenkins configuration, where I should go? Default Jenkins configuration.
Configure system config.
And if I want to add more nodes, build nodes, then where should I go?
Manage nodes.
Yes. Yes. So guys, I need to go to this place. So now guys, here you see so many options. You see the Java JDK option, Git option. Don't modify, by the way, Gradle and Maven. So you'll say, Rajesh, my tool is not there. So you know the answer. Always install the plugin. So let me install the plugin once, then I'll take the fear out of you. So go to the Manage Jenkins, Manage Plugins. Which plugins is not available in the build tool? So let's say so many tools were not available. Let's say SonarQube. Okay, so go to the available SonarQube, and here SonarQube scanner, and here, and you see install without restore. Download now and install after restart. Install without restart. Done. Installation done. So like that you can install. So SonarQube was not installed. Now it's installed. Like, let me show you here. See, somewhere down. Oh, sorry, my bad. Global tool configurations. Now I installed it, and you have a SonarQube. Got it? Understood? All of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to be little patient. Why I'm asking you to have a patience? The reason is, you know what? We always rush to fill the forms. Okay, and then without reading and without observing and without, we rush to click okay, submit, save, apply. We are very fast actually. So in that case, you'll make a mistake. Why? Because I just said, no, very simple statement. Jenkins, everything is optional, nothing is required. So Jenkins will not say you are making this mistake or that mistake. That is a disadvantage. So here I'll go to the Maven section, and here I will read it, then add a Maven. So if you add a Maven, you get a form. That means many Maven you can add it. Here add Maven, more Maven you can add it. Okay, so here I'm adding a Maven name. What is the name? So this is Rajesh Maven. Okay, and now I want this Maven to be installed automatically by Jenkins. And which version you want? So select which version you want. Here you have all the versions. So Maven, Jenkins will download from those packages from the internet and make it available for you. Now you want to add a more Maven, so you can add a Maven, and like that you keep adding it. But many people, what they do, I have seen that in the previous session, people modify this Maven only and name it and own it, and they say I modify. No, have it little clarity on it. You can add many Mavens, 10 Mavens you can add it, 10 and you can add it, SonarQube multiple, Gradle multiple, and Git Java also you can add multiple. So like that you will add Maven 1, save it. So here I added in the backend, go to the front end, here build. Build 4 is also failed. Why? Let me look at this. Same reason. So what happens when you set up any tools in the backend, job will not pick it up automatically. You'll have to notify saying that, hey, pick this job. So here if you see, Where is that builder? Build steps here. So earlier this option was not enabled because I added the tools in backend. Now you got it. So Rajesh Mavan and save it. And now build now. So now this is done. Okay, just a second, guys. So let it complete this build, and then I'll tell you. Just a second. Hold on. Guys, I'll just be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So there was some important one. So guys, here this build is still happening, and success. So now it took at least first build. It always take few minutes, but now it's done. So understood, guys, all of you?
Rajesh, one doubt.
Yeah.
During installation of plugin, you have installed the Git plugin.
No,
Or
I did not install. I did not install a Git plugin. It was installed
yeah,
as part of suggested plugin. I
yes.
installed
But
SonarQube.
no, sir. Let me complete.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
At the node end, you have went and you have installed the Git so that it can able to pick and fetch the Git repo, right? Because the previous build was failure because the Git was not installed at the CL node end.
No. Failure was not because of Git. It was because of Maven. Let me show you.
No, not this one. First one.
Ha.
First failure.
This
First
is the
one.
first. This is the first failure. And here, if
Yes.
you see console output, it was because of Maven. Git I installed before that only. So I knew that if you have not installed, you will feel the failures. But I installed it, right? Using command
Yes.
lines.
Let, uh, Maven,
Yes.
have you installed at the node end by going yum install Maven? Then how come it work? Because you have just installed a Maven plugin. You should also
No.
install
No. Wait. You can
binary
go
and
the. No. I think you missed the flow. I did not install the Maven through command line. I installed only. See the history. Where is it? See, install the Git. Here install the Jenkins, and after that I did not do anything. Okay. So Maven I installed through Jenkins. Maven I installed through Jenkins, but you can install anyways, whichever way you want. Okay. Any other question, guys? Hello, all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I have developed one job which is called build. Okay, I did the build. Okay, after that I do want to do the testing and packaging also. So I am feeling lazy. I spent almost 2 hours configuring this job, almost 2 hours. So what to do now? What to do? So here, what to do? So I'll just be lazy and copy the job. So new item, copy from where? So let me name it first, test, and here I new copy from build. So basically you can create as a, you can use as a template another job also using copy from. Okay, very easy. It will save lots of time for you. So here copy job, and see that every option whatever you got it, you get it here. I did not do any changes, and only this thing will be modified here. Compile to test and save it. Now build now, and it will take few seconds because the first build, right? So in Maven it download the artifacts and all stuff like that. So this is the one. So now test I is done. Now again I'm going to create a last one which is a packaging. So new item, and here call pack, and again I'll seal it from here, build, and go and change the builder, the options which is packages. This is the fixed package goals, Maven goal, sorry. So now you see that I built two. Okay, build. So see here I have a 2 executor right now. So 2 builds I can run parallelly, by the way. So that got over. Test packaging I created, and test also I created. So test will do the unit testing here in this case, and packaging will create a jar file. Okay, so if you know Maven, it will be easy for you to understand and get it. So within a few seconds you saw that how could I automate, where I created, by the way. Okay, all. So here build, packaging, and test. Okay, all of you are understanding? All of
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, this is the way. Now let me come back. I taught you the fundamental of how to configure job, how to run the job, how to see the status, how to all these things, how to install the plugins also and stuff. But now I'll be stick to only these 3 features: integration, scheduling, feedback. So let's start with integration. So integration means what? Integration with, if you look at this here, integration with what? So integration with, see, analysis, for that SonarQube, for build Maven, for UT JUnit, code you want to integrate with Git, for deployment to QA will integrate with Ansible, for acceptance testing integrate with Selenium. Okay, so these are the integration. So actually this integration already we did not check out the code, but you know what guys, you know what, you should check these options. Don't start learning everything at once, but yeah, once you get comfortable with the jobs and all, you should check this option. Actually so many options we have, so many options. See here, advanced, and you see here add branch, repository, additional behavior. One plugin itself you have so many options. So these all options required during the customization. When you have some customizations and all, then you get a curiosity to look for this more feature, and then you will explore automatically. So don't worry about it. Okay, so like this. So what integration I can show you right now? So I'll show you one integration with the SonarQube today. Okay, that means I want analysis to be done by Jenkins, but reports you can find in the SonarQube. I don't know how many of you have knowledge about the SonarQube, but it's, you can take, let's say if you don't know, then you can take it as like 1, 2, okay, or and stuff like that. So you can put it up like that. So let's do that integration. So first thing, for any integrations, I'm teaching you the secret formula for any integrations. any integration, not like only SonarQube. First thing what you have to do is a very simple formula. First thing, install plugin. Second thing, configure plugin. And third thing, use plugin. That's all. Use plugins. That's all you have to do. Install plugin. There's spelling mistake, please avoid it. And configure plugin and use plugin. These are the three things you have to do every time. So first, let me get a SonarQube server. So how do I get it, by the way? So I'm little lazy actually. So how do we get it? Any idea? How do we get it SonarQube quickly? Any idea?
Download the Docker.
Yeah, get it through the Docker, because if I start traditional installation, no, again it will eat up my 30 minutes, and I don't really like that. So I just want the SonarQube with a container. That's the power of container you can enjoy in the development environment. Any tools you want, Docker run up, Docker run up, Docker run up, and within a second you have a tools up and running. So don't lose lots of more time in that. So I'm installing a Docker, but most of the time you'll be this time also will be saved, because most of the time you'll have a Docker installed in your environment. Done. Installing, enabling, and starting. After that, Docker Hub and SonarQube, right? Yeah, SonarQube. Any other tools also you can use it. If you know the tool, life will become easier, and your job is to know that. So this is the command. Where is the command? There's not a good documentation I can find, but okay, just a second. Let me pull the image meanwhile before running. Looking for the run command. They should have. Earlier they were having, actually, not sure why. No problem. So I will create my own command, and that is docker run -d. Anyone remember what is the port number for SonarQube?
9000.
9000, right? Yeah. So thanks for saving my time. So -p 9000, and the image name, which is a default latest, right? So this one. So yeah, this one command should work. Docker, yes. So guys, yes, here I have run it, and 9000. Let's use it. Okay, so my SonarQube should be up and running, and here it is, my SonarQube. Okay, so SonarQube, you got it. So here, ingredients under standard. Install the plugin. Did I install the SonarQube plugins? Let me show you. I installed it actually. So manage nodes, manage Jenkins, manage plugins, and available node updates or installed. Sonar. See, it's installed. I wanted to show you the demo, so I installed it. So after that, what you have to do? Configure plugin. So where do we configure the plugin? Installation is done. So configuration happen here. All the configurations. I mean, if the plugin is written right way, all the configuration. So guys, again, don't get lost here. So many options are there. So don't get lost, and have a patience. Little scroll down. You'll understand that, and you will find that options where you can configure it. By the way, I could not locate that. maybe I am scrolling a little faster. Here it is. So here add SonarQube. You can add so many SonarQube actually. So here username ADMIN 123. No, ADMIN only. No, yeah, ADMIN. Then password is ADMIN and new password ADMIN 123. ADMIN 123 update. Done. So this is my SonarQube and this is the URL. Add SonarQube. This is Rajesh Sonar. You can add as many Sonar server. This is the URL. Authentications I have to store it. Now guys, you click add and are you on my screen right now?
Yeah, Rajesh.
When I click on add, it's not clicking. So this kind of issues you will feel sometime in Jenkins. So don't worry about that. If you're trying to add authentication and it's not clicking, that means save it and come back. Okay, this is the, not sure what is a bug or not, is there from last 2-3 years, which I can recall. So go to the SonarQube once again. And now if you click add-ons, this one. Here. So here add. Now is clicking. So add this global credentials and do you have username and password? By the way, I did not read this document by the way. So I should read now. So here they say what? They're not asking password, right? So see, I have experienced this problem. I know that. But what I'm saying is you be slow, read it and then go further. It's not like you add here password and here they are asking token. Correct now, all of it? Hello? All of you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, right.
So I'll go and create a token. So my token, my account and security token for what? Jenkins. No, password will not work. Though I set the password, it will not work. So use user token global says whatever it is, I don't care, and save it. Now I got the token here, and here I'll go add Jenkins. It's not a password, but it's a text, secret text, which is token. And here secret sonar for identification and add it. Now here you add it and save it. Done. So this is called configurations. Every plugin, those who install it, you have to configure with their access, their location, token, password, certificate, this, that, API access. So you have to do that. Different process. You may have it, but conceptually it's the same. Okay. And after that, use the plugin. So using the plugin, what do you need? Source code, because scanning is going on, right? So for using the plugin, you need a scanner, you need a code, and then run it. Okay, so where's the scanner? So scanner is a tool. Now some of you may not understand what is scanner. Scanner is a part of SonarQube only, but I am showing you integration. I'm not teaching you SonarQube. Okay, I'm showing you what the process you may have to integrate. So scanner, I need it. So in that case, let's say if you're integrated Jenkins with SonarQube, you should be pro in Jenkins also. You should be pro in SonarQube also. Okay, so this is the stuff. So now scanner. So scanner means manage Jenkins tools and scanner here. See here, and I'm adding Rajesh scanner. Automatically done and save it. So this is also done, and code I need it. I have a sample code for everything. You can use this this repository. By the way, if you search for just a second. If you search for GitHub repo, something like that in here. So here you get all of my repos. So here, DevOps School GitHub reference. So all this code which I am having, you will find the org of GitHub here. So it will definitely help you. Thousands of repositories you will find here. and definitely. So right now I'm going for sonar, right? Sonar template I need. So search for sonar code. I'll go for sonar q hello world or something. There's a sonar code. Now this property file is important. If you go to the sonar q session, you'll understand this. So go for the code, and after that go to the DevOps code. Go to the let's create here only and scan freestyle project, click OK, and go source code management, git, and trigger when you want periodically uh, star. I'm writing cron right now. This is every minute, okay? Okay, the moment you click outside, he will say, hey, do you really mean this one? Yes, I mean it. And environment, some setting not required steps. Here you see, Sonar, it has come. Excuse Sonar, don't fill these all options, not required right now. I want to show you some error and save it. And build now. See that? So integration is being done like this. You should know first tool, which is Jenkins. You should know the second tool also, which is Sonar or any other tool. So failure has come. Let's look at this, troubleshoot this, understand this. What is this? So they're saying no authorization. So I'm just directly going to fixing this. But yeah, I'm not. I don't want you to get lost here now. So I may see the error. I know that what is the problem. So go to the build steps. And what is this username? Admin. What is this password? Admin 123. Save it. And see, scanning is happening now. Yeah. And now within a few seconds, let's wait for it. First time it takes some time. So see that here, this is your Sonar queue. Now new projects has come. Just wait for it, let it be completed. And I think done. Now refresh and you have it. So what is the problem in my source code? So see here, just again. So here you have a, if anyone to see, I'm triggering the Jenkins job here, and it's happening here. So integration is possible. So you see that here. So now, as per the theory, my Jenkins got integrated with SonarQube, and for analysis, are you able to understand all of you? All of you?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
multiple level of integration is possible. Only I did the tool integration. Can I do the phase integration? So let me tell you. So these all things I will connect it. So which one should be done? Scanning first, build second, third test, fourth package. So here scan configurations, and what should I do? Scan, I should not do anything. Yeah, I should do. So scan will call the build, correct now? So scan
Post build.
post build, yes, post build. So just second. UI got later changed, so I'm also changing my mindset accordingly. So here post build, where is that? Build other projects. So here scan will call build. Okay, here save it, refresh, and you see downstream project build. Now build will call test theoretically. So go to the post build, and here build other project, and here it will call test, and save it, and test will call package. So test will call package. So here, build other projects, and here package, and save it. Okay, and refresh. Downstream is not set actually. Pack, my bad. And refresh is done. So now you see the magic. I integrated the tool with a job, but also I integrated each job. So connect to the team and phases. So now if somehow you click the scan, which I'm doing manually right now, rest of the things automatically will happen. See here, look at the status here. Look at this, this is the status, and build is going on scan right now. I'll keep refreshing it manually. Scan is in progress right now. Look at the left side, okay? And you see the build is in queue. So now refresh. See, scan is gone. No, parallel, how it come happen? No, it's just the UI issues. Scan. Okay, there's a some. Maybe I did the wrong mapping. Just so scan will call build. Mapping is correct. So build is in progress. Now pack is in a queue. So now build is gone, pack is executed. Now pack will be done, then test will be executed. So in its whole integration you did it, and this all can happen automatically, depends on your scan job. Correct, no? All of you. So this is called integration. This is called integration, connecting this each phases of the job and tools and stuff like that. So this is the stuff. So all of you are understanding? Hello?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So now, which we discussed, let's summarize this. What we discuss is what is Jenkins and why we use it. Then we discuss about the architecture of Jenkins and install the Jenkins. And then we understand that how to work with it. This, I call it Jenkins formula. So how do we work with it? Any projects which you have, don't jump on Jenkins, jump on the, you are creating a formulas and stuff like that. The formula is nothing but a few questions which you need to have a proper answer. Otherwise, this is a waste. And then you understand that everything is optional. So I taught you how to create a job, how to configure the job, how to test, how to run the job, how to troubleshoot the job, and then how to connect the job, each and everything. So now a few more integrations I can do actually. So Jenkins I did with the SonarQube. JUnit integrations not done. So JUnit integration means I want to see the reports. So I don't know how many of you know JUnit, but reports are located in directory which is called target and survey report. So this is the locations you have a reports. Again, if you are a developer, you will get to know all this stuff. Right now, don't take a load if you don't know. Just understand that I want to display the reports of Jenkins of the JUnit at a job level. For example, this is the job. Do you have a report here? No. Where is the report? So for that, seeing the report, I have to go to the console output, and somewhere here I need to go log. But logs, you may have a millions, thousands of lines of code actually. So it's not easy to see. So here exactly this is the reports. So I can configure my job to see the reports. So let's go to the test configurations, post build actions, and here you see JUnit reports, publish JUnit test results. Now this is something, some information you needed, but more or less just focus on the main thing. So it's a target, right? It's a relative path, okay? Target, and after that what we have? Survey reports. this is the space, remove it. Okay, star dot or star dot or star dot xml, because if you have multiple xml it will help. So this is the way. So this is called integration with a JUnit. Save it, build now. And refresh. See, this is the only one test case I had. So you got a graphs. So seeing this one is better now, correct? All of you? All of you?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. So this is the stuff. Now let me see that how can you integrate packaging. So packaging, for where to download the packages. So you go to the workspace, target, and this is the packages. Where is this? Jar file, here it is. Now people might not be comfortable here. So what to do? So make it available somewhere here. How? So configure, go to the post build actions. Here archive the product. So archive the product, but which one? Where is the path? So target and inside star.jar, regular expression, any jar files, archive it. Refresh, build now. Look at this area. Build is in progress. Done. Refresh. See that jar file has. So like that, understand that Jenkins, how many plugins you have? Let me show you rather than talking. So any plugins, if you want to see that of Jenkins, you have, this is the place. Look at this. Okay, so 1800 plugins means just imagine you have 1800 feature, different features. So there's a limitless features you have. The one which I'm showing you right now is just a suggested one, which I got it along with the installations. So just imagine what you want, how can you do that? So I'm teaching you the pattern. How can you do that? Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
So let's say you want to set up, I'm just giving you visualization. You want to set up a deployment job. So nothing, you do what? Deploy to QA environment, restyle, click OK. And here, go to the build step. After setting up all these things, here you have to do shell and you Ansible -playbook. Run this command, and this will do the deployment to the production environment. I hope you remember the Ansible, right? Or Terraform. Terraform plan, or no,
Yeah.
apply, right? Apply. Remember, you run this script, master script of Ansible or Terraform master script will be done. How do you download source code? So from the source code management, you download this and run it, and run it wherever you want it. So first create a infrastructure using Terraform, and then configure the software using this one, or maybe you can keep it at different jobs also. Logic should be built in your mind. Getting my points, all of you? Okay, so now after the break, we'll talk about scheduling and feedback capabilities, which is important to understand. So let's have a break for 15 minutes, 1-5, and let's connect the same meeting ID after 15 minutes, and then we'll continue the session. Anyone have any questions before we take a break?
So, Rajesh, do we have an exercise to set up a remote system and install or configure on a remote system?
I'll show you. This is just 2 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Hello.
See you.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you specify the